It will be the Tucker, Glenn, Latino, Foster grouping on the starting line right now. On Masters weekend, perhaps we should just refer to it as a foursome as they complete their burnouts and roll ahead. Now, Tony, interestingly, of the 3 or 4 drivers here, 3 of them have never won a race. So we're guaranteed effectively at least 1, maybe 2 finalists that have never won before.
Well, look, the 2 best cars are going to be Jerry Tucker and Dallas Glenn. They've been the best cars in qualifying. You just go back about a week ago, but gaining momentum, Eric Latino continues to make improvements on the starting line. The car's more consistent. Occasionally, it'll just flash up and run just as good as Greg's car, just as good as Dallas Glenn's car. So right now, I think if Eric and Brandon Foster can pick it up on the starting line, it's gonna really keep them in this hunt.
And for Jerry Tucker, the Outlaw Mile High Light Beer sponsored car out of Elite Motorsports. Already been a banner weekend for him. That #1 qualifying position for the first time in his career. Brandon Foster had the best reaction time of his entire season last round. The Aqua prop in-car camera for his Camaro out of KB Titan Racing. And Dallas Glenn's like, oh cool, you guys are maybe making a final here? Okay.
That's laser focus right there. I mean, Dallas Glenn, he's done it so many times. He knows exactly what he has to do. He knows there's a threat, not just one in the other lane, but there's 3 other threats on the racetrack now.
And a massive red light start for Latino. Dallas Glenn has all kinds of problems. We're going to send 2 first-time finalists into this final quad. Foster and Tucker. A 6:56 or 6:65.4 and a 6:68.4 are the 2 elapsed times that will place the lane 3 and 4 drivers out there, but Dallas Glenn did not make the cut.
Look, I might be just as confused as the drivers were on the starting line. We'll get another look at it, but it appeared that somebody wasn't staging. Not sure if it was the driver in lane number 2 or 3, but try to grab another look at it here. Everybody's pre-staged, and you can see that it was Eric Latino that just pulled the trigger. I don't think he left too early. It almost seemed like the car rolled out of the beams. No, he stepped off the clutch. I mean, it got the front end up in the air, so just a little anxiety, a little too anxious, just knowing that there's some tough competitors in the other lane, and what the problems were for Dallas Glenn, it's hard to see.
It's interesting is the 2 KB cars both had tire shake. Now, of course, the red light start for Latino ended his race, but the car also lost traction with the racetrack. And you can see Glenn just hopeless and helpless over there trying to get it back in gear.
I mean, there's tire shake, but I'm wondering if the foul start, because it was so egregious from Latino, actually made